Do Australians know their wines? They do. Absolutely, they do. Yeah, and particularly depends where you go. I think the one thing I've really noticed since being back in Australia now is just how far we've come as a food nation. And like 10 years ago in Melbourne, and I'm from Melbourne, and 10 years ago, Melbourne was a really different city when it came to food and wine. It's always been great, and there's always been really key people who've helped to shape the city. But I'd come back throughout my sort of 6 or 7 years away, and the things that I'd noticed each time I'd come back were the fact that Melbourne was just growing in confidence. There were new things happening. It felt like it was getting more and more comfortable in its own skin, if that doesn't sound too ridiculous. And to finally now Melbourne feels like a really confident and a really mature food and drink city. And Sydney feels like that too. It's changing all the time. Brisbane feels like that. Perth's changing. Adelaide too. I mean, we are really lucky. We take food and wine seriously. Fortunately, our approach to sort of all things in life in Australia is pretty laid back, so that that sort of takes that edge of kind of pomp and ceremony off it. It's good. It's really good, and we do know wine and we do know food.